Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Red Infernus back again with another video, and today I'm gonna talk about a game that has super potential to succeed, and that is Forza Horizon 5, as you probably saw in the title and thumbnail. And to be honest, this game in the beginning had a lot of mixed opinions, especially since a couple of things seemed very off. But with time I think this has faded away, and honestly I think even I'm excited, even though I am not a big Forza Horizon fan. But I decided to make this video today because I'm actually quite excited with what they have done, and there's a lot of details that they have gone through and showcased to us, and it's quite promising, to be honest. And one of the reasons I didn't really play this game before was because of the progression system and the story. It has really never been that developed to the point of like Need for Speed level, or like at least the old Need for Speed levels, if you know what I mean. And they have given it all like this year. And it seems like they have totally gone all out on the progression system, and I think that's very good. I think that they even had like an extra year to develop this game, which is positive. And I have been saying this to a lot of other games, like give it some time, some extra time, and the game will become a lot better, because you need to do more to create a good game today than before, because there's a lot of details that needs to be in place in order for it to be a good game, and they have nailed it. It seems like, I cannot tell you 100% they have nailed it, but it seems like they've nailed it, because if you look at this game, like I think they had like six different festivals, and to me that is like the progression on that, and seems quite amazing, to be honest. I think they only had like one last year, or it was like 3 or something like that. I'm not really super sure, I haven't really played Forza for a while, but it was less than before. That's the most important part, and now they have gone full out. And what I know is that the different festivals are different categories. So one is for off-roading, and one is for street racing, one is like Mexican themed, and so on. And they have a lot of like side missions and stuff that they have added in and gone. It seems like they have added a lot more depth to the stuff that they already had, which is fantastic. It is honestly what I missed in FH4. And if we take a look at the graphics, wow, it looks great. It looks a lot better than the last game, and with the ray tracing as well, which is just and bonus, to be honest. I don't know if a lot of systems, like if the new Xbox can handle ray tracing well. That is something that we have to wait and see, and just see. But at least it's something positive for us PC users that want to like go all out on the graphics. Oops, my bad. And really just make this game look amazing, which it honestly does on the gameplay that we have seen so far. But let's just see how it looks in real life when we play this game, and not just rely on some gameplay that they have brought, even though it's probably quite accurate to what it would look like in real life. And they have even added in animals like to the game, and make them like interactive with the world. I don't know if that ever existed before, because I didn't honestly see any animals in FH4. I didn't play the game quite a lot, so I couldn't really tell you if they existed or not. But they even interact with with like the sounds of the vehicles and how loud the vehicle is. If you like pull up with a AMG Mercedes for an example and rev it, the animals will run away, but if you pull up with a electric car, they will not go away immediately, which is super cool. Like, as I said, focus on the details. That is what they have done, and it's amazing. This is what I want Need for Speed to implement. Details, and good details, so that you feel interactive and a part of the world that you race in. And even types of races, there are plenty of them, all from drag races to like even own events. I even saw a video of them like going around with friends and running into piñatas and stuff, which was cool. Maybe not, it's gonna be fun a couple of times, but maybe it's gonna get quite boring quite quickly. But anyways, the most important part is that they have a lot of depth when it comes to different types of races. Of course, there's gonna be like circuit races and sprint races and all of these game modes and races. So that's quite exciting to see that they have yeah, honestly, just this whole game feels positive, and that I haven't felt that in a while with any racing game, and it's good. It feels good, and there's a lot of other games coming as well, which is even better. Like, but let's talk about that later on. The map, to be honest with you, like the map seems, and if I read it correctly, it's gonna be one of the most beautiful cities that they ever built, which is honestly, even I can tell you that is my opinion. And but I don't know if it's going to be the biggest. They're not very clear with that question, with the answer that they answered to the question. But as long as it is like big enough to like do all types and different stuff, it's okay. And honestly, I don't know what it is with the obsession of big maps. Like, okay, I like a big map, but I also want to be interactive with the map. I don't want it to be like Need for Speed Payback, where pretty much like 50% or even more of the map was empty and felt useless. So they just added areas that you could race on and nothing else. Like, you didn't really feel interactive, and I hope, and I think, let me correct myself, and I think they have done that. It seems like, because this game looks all around just fun, especially when you have friends that you can play with, but of course also alone. And they have also included corner to corner highways and an airstrip, so you can also go on a long like highway and just go full blast speed, 300 plus kilometers an hour, and that is great. That is honestly great. I was a little bit worried about that first, like I saw all this off-road stuff, but I didn't really see any highways, and I was very skeptical. It looked a little bit about Dirt 5, and yeah, I didn't really feel that positive at first, but I'm glad that they have added this to the game. And of course, with a new game comes new cars, such as the Toyota Supra, which they revealed is in the game finally. Like, I have been missing this car in a not street racing game, but a racing game in general. Like, I want the Supra back, I want a Lexus, I want a Toyota. Like, there's plenty of good cars from those two companies. Like, we really need that. And also we have the Mercedes one, or AMG one. I don't know what is right, what is wrong. It seems like I think it had something to do with like the car not being produced yet, and when it's produced, the car will be named one thing or the other, like one or AMG one. But that is also the cover car, which it's quite a cool cover car. To be honest, I have no complaints about it. And also, they added cars like Porsche Taycan or Taycan. I don't really know how to pronounce it, but the thing about this car that I have seen in gameplays is that they have included rear wheel steering. Honestly, that is cool. Like on the detail level, again, they nailed it. It needs to be in the game, and they have done that great. Like it's a thing that I think should be in more games in the future. I don't know if they are the first to do this, but it's a cool option. It's a cool thing to have. And on the customization part, they have added more stuff. I think it was over 100 rims and 100 new visual upgrade parts, which is good. I mean, this is one of the things that makes me go meh when it comes to Forza Horizon 4 or Forza Horizon in general. Like, I want to be able to customize and make the car my own. And Need for Speed is the only game that has that option checked. And Forza's never really had that, so I'm not really like it doesn't make me really excited, if you know what I mean. I really like my customization and the ability to make the car your own. And with the performance parts, you can actually change the car sounds. I think I went through that, but that's a really cool thing. I saw a video that they actually went through different types of cars, including the Supra and like other supercars, and actually like raced, did donuts, and just went crazy, like super detailed when it comes to the sound, actually grabbing in real life sound, which is awesome. Like dedication, you really see that they have gone full out with this game, and it's not something that they have hidden. Like it's going to be a good game. I'm super excited about this game. That's all I gotta say. And they even added a new brake and suspension system, which is supposed to be more realistic. I also heard when it comes to the performance parts. You're able to paint the calipers and like character customization, more of that. Like it seems like they have added on and put more depth into Forza Horizon 4. That is what Forza Horizon 5 feels like. It feels like Forza Horizon 4 but more in depth and more content in general. And you could even make your own maps and stuff. I don't know if that was a thing in Forza Horizon 4, bro. I haven't played that game at all. I'm really like a new guy when it comes to the game, so if you want to correct me on something and just give me some new info, because I haven't really looked into Forza Horizon, the other Forza Horizons, to be able to know what is new or not. I'm just giving you my own opinion on what I think about the new stuff and so on. Let me know in the comments. But what I can tell you is that the attention to details is insane, and it's a positive look for Forza Horizon, and it actually makes me want to buy the game. So expect content from this game in the future when it comes out. The only really negative that I have to say is that it is a bit too much off-roading in the trailers and gameplay in general. Like I was a bit skeptical at first, like is this game gonna be like a dirt but exploration, but with like an exploration DLC or something like that? It seems a bit weird, and it didn't really seem as good as Forza Horizon 4 in the beginning because of this. But with time, I also saw a little bit of other content, like when they raced in the cities, etc., and that of course changed my mind. But This is the only thing that I'm like kind of worried about, being too much off-road, because I'm not into that personally. Maybe your guys into that, I have no idea. But off-roading, really not my thing. I think a lot of people actually like the racing a lot more than the off-roading. I just honestly think that that's what people are looking for more in Forza than off-roading. And another news that I saw was that there was not gonna be any demo for this game. Is this good or bad? I mean, it is good for a reason. They I think said that they needed to work on the game and make sure that it is as good as possible, which is good. Like, I skip out on a demo to be able to to know that they are going to have a sick game. Like, it's better to have a sick game and no demo than a demo and a trash ass game. Like, that's only my opinion though. But the only negative about that is that, like, we don't get a feel to the game. Like, we don't know the new handling system that they have developed, or any of these other stuff that they have added into the game. How does it feel? Is it good? Is it bad? Have they implemented it in a good way? But the thing about Forza is that I trust them. I trust them more than Need for Speed. I think that they make good games. Not perfect, of course, but it's good. It's not bad. Forza Horizon 4 was not bad at all. It was an actual good game. Good racing game. And I think this is even better than that. And that is why I'm not afraid to I'm not afraid to tell you that it's not gonna be a bad game. It's gonna be a good game. And that is my feelings at the moment about this game. I would also like to tell you that I know I've been away for a while. That is because of personal stuff and me starting university, which is new to me, and a lot of stuff is happening right now in my life. So that is why I've been busy. Like, I wanted to settle in and make sure that I'm okay and I have time to do YouTube videos, because yeah, there are other priorities in life, and I feel like I need to focus on them firstly before I can do YouTube videos. But of course, I want to do this more often. I want to do this at least like 3 times a week, if I'm being honest with you. But I really haven't been able to do this in the past, because I lived with my parents and it wasn't really optimal when it came to this stuff. But I would just like to let you core fans know that I'm gonna upload more, but it's gonna take a little bit of time. It could happen like directly that I like start a post and get more content out, but it might take a couple of months to me to get settled in with college or university, whatever you call it, since it's a big step in life. And yeah, that was it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.